are you on this Saturday? It is 80 degrees here in the Piedmont, and I thought I'd take you along out to the chickens, the goats, my garden. Everything needs something. So I go out twice a day to my animals, make sure everybody has water, especially today because it's hot. And I thought I'd just bring you along so you can listen to the sounds of my homestead. That is Gaston. He's my rooster that never crowed until he came to my house, my farm, homestead. Let me see, I'm gonna try and set you down without dropping you. And it's gonna go down just a, whoop, there we go. Hang on 1 second, I may drop you here. There we go. I'm just trying to get that tripod situated, but my hands are full. So, there we go. I think that's better. Sorry about that. Just a little, I'm just trying to get this. There's my chickens in here. Maybe you can see them there. Trying to open up the base. There we go. I was trying to open up the base a little bit more so it can stand better. There, I think I got it. Nope, it's just gonna keep going down. So let's go in. Let's see what happens when we go in. There we go. I have to get out here and do some spring cleaning. But I do need to do some spring cleaning in here. And I just thought it'd be a lot of fun just to bring you out. They get an afternoon snack, so I try to just give them some extra pellets. This set here where I'm at, they still have some food, but the other ones don't, and I can already tell. This other ones, they're already out of water. I've never had chickens drink as much water as this one set does, so I'm gonna give them a little snack and freshen up their water bowl. So I hope. So that rooster that just crowed, his name is actually Butterball. And I named him that because when he was born and hatched, his bottom was the roundest of roundest. And so he was just so round, and I don't know, so I just called him Buttery. So Butterball. So, and all he does is crow. He crows nonstop. At 5 a.m. in the morning, he wakes me up, but that's okay. So I'm just gonna kind of walk around here and just see if we have any eggs or anything like that. Hey Sassers. Hey Butterball. Hi ladies. Got some food and water. Yep. There's some extra food for you. Yep, let me get the water. Yep, they're so thirsty. There you go. Oops, watch yourself. There you go. Okay, that's all I have, ladies. I don't have any more. I don't. Well, move. It's okay. It's okay. Don't get mad at her. We just tripped on each other. Yep. I got 4 eggs over here. Look out, Sass. All right, I just got 4 eggs. Hey everybody, thanks for coming in if you're here. Here you go. you go. So far 4, I'm gonna check the other ones. But it doesn't look like, I probably brought out a little too much treats for them today. So let's go see what we have here. Hopefully there's 1 or 2 in here. Okay, friends, so here's something really interesting that I just saw go across like a news feed. So to me, that is longer, right? Versus this one. Let me drop the container. Let me put this down. Can you see the difference in those? So my name is Tina and I live in the Piedmont of Virginia. Anyhow, they say that, this is what I read the other day, that when the egg is longer, that you'll probably get a rooster out of here. But when it's oval, more oval, then you'll probably have a hen. Is that true? I don't know, but I am paying attention to the shapes of my eggs now, and maybe, I don't know, maybe I'll hatch some out and let you know what that is. But I just thought that was fun. What is it, Sassy? So I think what I'm gonna do is just kind of like leave you here. I have my hose going and I need to go water the garden because it is hot today and it's gonna be hot. And I don't want my chickens to knock over my camera. So I will go ahead and just leave you sit here for just a little bit. Let me see. The tripod wants to fall. See if you can even see. Let me close this up and get a better view for you. We're gonna put you over here so you can get a view of everybody. Can you see that okay? Is that better? Hey KP, welcome in. Thank you so much. So I was just feeding the chickens and giving them an afternoon snack and checking water. And I don't know if this is the best view, but I need to put my things down and I'm gonna walk over and get my hose. My goats need to be watered. Now. All right, so as I was saying, yeah, I'm over here for my goats. I'll turn you around. The goats needed water. Thank you. I'm so glad you're here. Thank you. I'm just filling up the water over here really quick for the goats. The chickens have water. I'll probably refill this one over here. Now that chicken you're hearing, that is Sassy. She's a top hat. I mean, she has her feathers up and everything. Yep. I don't know, Rudy. But anyhow, I need to get out here and clean when it's, well, we're supposed to be in like this, today's 80, but we're supposed to get into the 70s and maybe drop off just a little bit. So maybe when it's just a little bit cooler, I just need to come out and, you know, suck it up and do it. There's just things I procrastinate on. And that is one of them, is cleaning the coops out. But I do need to get them cleaned, the goat pen cleaned. and just make sure things are secure. There, my son told me there have been fox around. You know, everything is like coming out, and spring is, things are coming to life. They're looking for food. They're on the hunt. So I need to make sure that my animals are alive, or not alive, but alive and secure. So I will come out. Hopefully they will eat the food. If not, I'll have to put it up tonight. Sassy, go eat. Some of my ladies are like 5 years old, and so they don't necessarily always lay. I get one from them randomly. So today I collected 5 eggs. One is the reasons why I want to go get some more chickens, but they're very hard to find here because people went crazy because of the egg prices, and they thought getting chickens was going to help them. I don't think people understand the cost and what it takes to keep chickens, and yeah, but I'm not going to go on a rant about that. So how about I leave you here and I will be back in just a little bit. You guys can hang out with the chickens right now. Hopefully you can see. Yep. Gaston. Gaston. What do you think, Gaston? You need water over here? Come on. I know it's hot out here today. Yep. I don't know if you can hear me all the way over here. So what I do is I come out and I like to soak all my garden beds and raised beds, container gardening. So it just keeps the soil nice and moist before I start planting. Zeke and Peter. One of the things I just have the worst time with is my hose just kinking up. So what I'm doing, there's just already so many weeds that have come up in my garden. And hey Adrian, how are you? Hey, all things pink and possible. Butterball, do you want to say something to them? Gaston, are you going to say something? So let's see. This one here is Gaston. The black one right there, that's my sassy girl. Over there, those are the chicks that I hatched out over the summer. So they're growing. And like Sassy here, I don't know if you can see Sassy, that one walking back there. Those are from my, like they're 5 years old. They've had a traumatic life, but hopefully they've been past it. And Zeke and Peter are over here somewhere. Zeke, Peter. There's Peter. Do you want to say hi? Do you want to say hi? I don't have food for you though. No. Say hi. Can you say hi? Huh? Yeah? Yep. Say hi. Ah, look at that. He gave you all some love. Careful. He just scratches and scratches his head on the post. They have busted through the fence. It is time, see? Get back, get back. This one here, this one has, he likes being on camera, I think. He has had a hard life. He and Zeke are brothers, so yeah. They're cute. I have considered rehoming them because they're just wethers. They're, you know, they cost money. And I have considered rehoming them, but then that's as far as it goes. But I'm gonna bring you over on this side. I'm in my garden, but I only am out here for a little bit and just thought I'd bring you along. The chickens have been fed and watered, the goats have been watered, and they have food. So now basically what I'm doing, let me put this aside. Now what I'm doing is really just watering and keeping my soil moist until it comes time, whoops, to plant stuff out here. That's really all I'm doing right now. So I could bring out my And I may do that this week. My village and that type of stuff, I think I may bring out and go ahead and plant. Um, yep, yep, awesome. So I did the amending. One of the days we had here last month, like in the 70s too. I'm like, might as well get out here and get an early start. I do it in the fall where I put down fertilizer and everything, and then I just let it sit. But now I've been coming out more regularly, watering the soil and just keeping the soil nice and moist, because that is important to do. You don't want your soil to really get dry. That is something that I learned. I don't know who it was from, Roots and Refuge, but just to keep your soil dry when you're not using it. And it's so dry here. We did have some rain last night, which was nice, but every little bit helps, right? I just need to come in here again. I have garlic coming up, or onions, I'm not sure which, in here now. There's just the weeds are coming in. They're just really coming in. And I had out the bed, so for some reason this just gets so much weeds out here. And I'm just squirting water over here in some of my grow bags that I have, just to keep it moist and wet. So as I was saying, I have lots of lettuce to bring out, which can come out. It's fine. I have some cabbage that can come out. I actually think I have some cabbage that's trying to regrow from last year that didn't do well. That's okay. And I'll show you what I'm talking about. I'll just let the host sit there for a minute and bring you back here. Yeah, Jan's garlic it's sprouting here too. I'll show it. Some of my garlic from last year, I actually decided when I pulled it, it was so small that I decided just to leave it in there and let it go until next year, and I'll show you what those look like. So right here, these are all the garlic here. So some of these are Jan's, and I'll probably let them go 2 years. I probably won't harvest. I'll harvest what I had from last year, and then what of Jan's is coming up, I'm gonna leave probably for next year. Let me see. But as you can see here, like, look at that. All these weeds came up. There's garlic here. I believe this is from Jan too. All the garlic, and it's just all coming up. So I think I need to come in this one and just like really amend the soil again and get some good fertilizer going on and add some stuff to it and get out here and weed. I did bring out like a ton of eggshells this year and just crumble them up. As you can see, there's one right there. I put them all through here. I put in some fireplace ash that I had. So I don't know if that's something coming up there, if that's a weed. I can't tell. I won't know until it gets up further. But this grow bag my elderberry cuttings are not doing well. I can already tell. So I think I lost those. I have 2 left, and I don't believe that they made it. So, but this was my lavender, and it looks like my lavender is coming back. But I'll be honest, I love my grow bags, but now I want to replace the grow bags with some more raised beds, to be honest with you. But I need to add some more soil in here. Because once you place your grow bags, it's hard to move them because they'll rip, and they're just, some of them, depending on the size, are just too heavy for you to move. So we will now turn that to a cone or a shower and give it a nice. It's warm out here today. It looks like I may have my first pea that germinated. So I have planted radishes, and I have planted the peas in here and carrots because they can come out. And so I'm happy about that. And then just like I have random onions or garlic coming up again. I did plant about 100 bulbs out here the other day of onions, so we'll see what happens there. Oh, you're looking up at the sky. There we go. Sorry about that, guys. So I'm just gonna keep watering this down. There we go. I don't know if my tripod's actually gonna stay here. It keeps wanting to fall over. There we go. So I've been coming out, and let me show you over here really quick, and you'll be able to see what's germinated. I'll put you down further. Let me get the tripod to kick you down more. There you go. Sorry about that. So I'll put that over there and let that soak in that one. Let me see the best way to do this. Here we go. If you can see it, like all of these are all my little radishes that have come up, which I'm really excited about. Those radishes are very fast germinators, so happy about that. And then that green piece, I don't know if you can see it because I can't see what I'm doing. This piece here just came up. That was not there this morning. So put you up, not get you dizzy. So I'm happy. Whatever comes up, comes up. I was out here one day, literally doing the peas and the radishes, or the peas, and I had radishes and carrots, and I'm like, I'm not gonna sit here and like put these tiny seeds in. So I literally just took them and I tossed them. Yeah, I just tossed the seeds and the carrots and the radish seeds all together, and that's what I'm getting is germination. It depends. Sometimes it's really funny that I can just throw in things. I can just throw in like seeds into my beds and things will germinate. And then things that I take the time to plant one seed at a time and I do all this for it, seems to not germinate. So I'm rotating my beds this year. Usually I grow tomatoes in that back here, on this side back here. But as you can tell, I've done my radishes and carrots, and I'm rotating my tomato plants and pepper plants up to the front where you get more sun. Last year I had tomatoes out here and it just got blossom in rot. So we're gonna see how they do this year. So when I was doing my garden, I gave it thought. Like I had this vision in my head, and I like my raised beds here, but I had already had grow bags out here in place, and I already had a couple of these beds have onions I planted in, so I gotta weed. So like I said, it's hard to maneuver the grow bag. So what I did last year is I had a ton of grow bags all along this area here. And I decided to take all that soil, which was still good, and I dumped them inside my raised beds. All I needed to do was amend it last year, and that's exactly what I did to have a decent amount of soil because I want to go spend all this money on soil. And then I eliminated those grow bags, and with the intent on getting more. Yeah, I just, you know what, Adrian, I come out here and it's like I have this plan in my head, and then I'll get it set up and I'm like, okay, but then when I start growing in it, I don't like the way that it looks. Does that make sense to you? So these other beds that I got are years old. I got these at Sam's Club so many years ago. Love them and they work, but part of me wants to just, I don't know. Does that even make sense? I'm trying to get the soil wet. So And I have some black fabric because the other one has really worn. And so, yeah, right? You're probably like the same way. So I want to get out my fabric, garden fabric, and lay out here. And then maybe it will help me see better too. I let all these, you know, I have pretty decent soil here, if you can tell. I've let all these leaves kind of compost in place over the winter. And part of me wants to direct sow, like I want an area, not over here because my goats would eat it, but somewhere along back in here, I want to plant my sunflowers, so my sunflowers will come up. But I do need more because Tina planted so much and everything's germinated. So today I was clipping off the suckers on some of my pickling my cucumbers because they were starting to lean over, and I up potted them, a couple of them, because they needed it. And so, yeah. And then hubby and I went out and ran errands today because it's Saturday. It's kind of the day we like to go do things because it's our day. We go together, we'll go to lunch and run our errands. So that's really about it. I had motivation in the car, like, oh, I'm gonna come home. Like I was sitting in the house going, yeah, I think I'm gonna go plant some lettuce. I don't know. I'm just gonna wait. I need to weed the beds. I want to get my fertilizer tossed in here some more, turn everything again, and just kind of keep an eye on the weather too. And I have a, what is those? One of those tunnels that go over. Yeah, I have a ton of sunflowers. You should see, Adrian, every single sunflower seed I planted, every single one of them germinated. I have a ton of them. So I have a front planter that I'm gonna try and plant some sunflowers in. I think that will look really nice. I want just to get a little bit bigger because I don't want the deer or the rabbits come from, you know? So I told my husband, I said, I'm really itching to get to Pennsylvania amongst my Amish friends and that, because I always get so inspired when I look at their gardens and their landscaping. I'm like, come to my house, come do my house, because I need some inspiration. So, and I decided to grow loofah again. I don't know why. I still have all that loofah I harvested last year. I still haven't done anything, but I think I'm gonna work on it within the next couple weeks. Farmers market starts again in April. April 26th is our first opening. Oh, you see, yeah, bad weather coming. Yep. And that's what I'm just really trying to pay attention to, is the weather, and see. I can probably, so Adrian, let me show you something. Because if you're still there, let me put my hose down really quick. If you can see this over here, so that mini greenhouse, there's the top that goes over it. So my goal was to use those grow bags and grow in my cabbage and my lettuce and everything, and keep it from, you know, the bad weather during the spring when it comes, you know. So because I'm in zone 7A/7B, and so I can plan out during Mother's Day weekend. But I've also learned, just because it's Mother's Day weekend doesn't mean I should be planting, because one year we drenched with rain and so many people lost their plants that planted, and I'm not going to do that. I always wait a couple of extra days and just really pay attention then. So, because quite honestly, because you're in Indiana, there's still a chance of snow. We could, what? There's still a chance of snow showers or snow. I know that. I've lived here long enough to know. Yeah, to just like, yeah. So like my plants that I've seeded in my starts already, I won't, there are a few things I may put out here like on Mother's Day, but to be honest with you, I usually wait a couple of days afterwards, the transplants, because, am I saying that right? Because we've had really bad rains and storms in the past where it's just, you know, destroyed the plants that I've put out in my gardens. I don't take that risk. I kind of wait. So, and I do have covers, but The one thing is that I know I can go up to Pennsylvania. I know this one person, and there's in greenhouses, like I can go get starts for like $1.25 to $1.50. So, tomatoes don't go out until May 10th here. That's the last frost date here that we have a chance for a freeze. But I've lived here long enough to know we can get some serious rain. Yeah, some serious rain and storms too, that I always kind of watch the weather and to see what happens. In my flower, I don't even know what flowers I have, but all my zinnias and daisies and so I don't know the names of the other were gifted to me. I have all of them have germinated, so I can't wait to get that. My plan is to have one of these beds strictly for just my zinnia, so I can come out here and pick. So that's it. Anyhow, that's it. I am so hot. It's not even funny. I think I'm done. I think we're gonna call it a day. Time to go in. My husband and I have been doing, hold on, let me put this down. So much decluttering. I'm sorry about that, guys. That's not my intention, is to move my camera all over like this. We've done so much decluttering in our house. I'm tired. You know what I mean? I'm tired, and I don't feel like I don't have a lot of energy to do too much today. And then tomorrow I have a big day at church, so I have to save my energy for what I'm doing tomorrow at church that I'm leading. Hopefully, hey, if you're the praying person, can you pray that tomorrow what I'm doing at my church is a success, because this is the first time it's ever been brought to the church, and so I'm hoping for a successful event tomorrow. So if you wouldn't mind just lifting that up in prayer. God knows what it is. So yeah, and I'm gonna get up early and do donuts to take to the volunteers that are gonna help me tomorrow. So that will be fun. And if I have it in me, maybe I'll make the glaze tonight for the donuts. So I don't have to do all of it tomorrow, but I'm a morning person, so I tend to have morning energy. And so I think I turned that off. So yeah. And so now what I'm gonna start doing, so I'm gonna go in the house, but I am on a mission to start doing some, thank you, I appreciate it. I am gonna start foraging dead purple nettle. Is that right? Nettle, yeah. I don't know what caught my attention on something. I don't even know where. I have this all over my property every year, and I get tired of it, and I would just toss to the goats or to the chickens. Well, I did my research, and I'm not going to be doing that anymore. So I'll let you know what I find. Yeah, I had no idea. So, and this is just the knowledge that I gained by listening to other people too, and asking questions and stuff. So I can't wait to find it, and I'll take you along and do some foraging. My friend and I from church, on Monday, she's off. We are gonna go walking through the Shenandoah Valley, and I cannot wait. We're gonna go take a nice walk and just get caught up on life and just kind of reconnect. It's so nice to have your sisters in Christ that you can just share things with, Yeah. So I'm trying to learn as much as possible about different herbs, but I do understand that this is a great slab and that it's antifungal, antibacterial. It is edible. The lavender one that I'm talking about, it is edible. You got to dry it out if you're going to use it in any medicinal purposes. So yeah. Yep, it's in the mint. I learned that too. Had no idea, Adrienne. None. But I'm loaded with it every year. I have it every single year. It comes up all over. So maybe on my walk on Monday, maybe I'll find some. I'm gonna bring a bag with me, and if I an identifier, I know what it looks like, but just to be on the safe side, I'll have my picture identifier with me. And if I come across anything, I'm gonna get home. So I'm so excited. This year the chickens don't get any. Or goats. So I am gonna walk up because it is hot out here today. 80 degrees today. It's a little too much, too fast for me. Yes, I think you're correct on that, Adrian. I do believe that you're correct on that. So you're running right now, my friend. I'm behind. I'll be honest, I'm behind on watching. And I'm like, I gotta get going. So I'm like, who do I watch? So you were on the list. I'm like, oh, let me go put her up. And so, yeah, anyhow, I hope you all have a blessed weekend and a restful rest of your weekend. Whatever you do, enjoy it. Enjoy your family. My cat is staring at me because he's inside the other room and he's looking at me. So thanks for joining me. And Adrian, thanks for hanging out with me. I really appreciate it. And until the next video, my friends, have a blessed day. We'll see you on the next one.